again. Is it reasonable to assume a win with the Bob? I figured that was the case. He probably would have cast a, if he had one. He's got a Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, a Decay, Tendrils, a Passive Flames, Lion's Eye, an Infernal Tutor, and a Tendrils. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we can put the sword in. Flashback to therapy.
Bringing with them the laws and ideals of their dream planet Thunderon. Come, the Thundercats.
It's yeah, boy Paul says he's going to abrupt decay. Ah, that's fine if he abrupt decays. I mean, it's kind of like at this point you got to choose the lesser of two evils. What's nice is we have a Confidant on top, so maybe, you know, take the decay. This might just be him casting the decay on the sword, which means I can take something else. He's going to toast the sword, which is fine. So here's the thing. Tendrils is scary in hand, because we could just die from it being in hand. Like, let's say it's a hand hate spell to take the Flusterstorm. Misdirect the decay, says Tibbles. Oh, to the Lion's Eye? You could. I kind of want to save the misdirection, though. I don't think this game's going to be about the sword, Tibble. I think this game is going to be about if I can keep him off of natural tendrils. If Moto lets me type in the card. Like, you take tendrils. And then I mean, I just don't see any other line. He's got the Passive Flames in hand. There are no 2-for-1s to be had there. We know we're drawing a Dark Confidant off the top. Sensei's top plus Bob is kind of a sweet little combo. Yeah, homie. We're not playing the Tundra? No, probably not. I'm hoping for a Brainstorm. probably grabbing another Passion Flames here. I know they run 2. We're gonna have to fight through several Passion Flames. Did he forget to crack the extra Lion's Eye? He may need this mana. I mean, I'm gonna try to pressure his Passion Flames. I think he was supposed to crack that Lion's Eye, the second one. Unless this is bait. He went for a therapy? So all I have to do is protect myself from the therapy. Blue Blast counters the Past in Flames. I don't really want to let go of a Flusterstorm against Storm. It's funny that the Blue Blast is actually coming up. I didn't think it would, but since he's going for Passion Flames, it has to come up. You can target yourself with that. You can target yourself. What's up, T-Fate? Just want to start this over. That match made me go, Blue Blast doing more work than the Flusterstorm. Because he would have just ripped our hand apart if we didn't have the Blue Blast. Just want to start this over. Forever Uh-oh. It's over and... Watch him just have the therapy too. Drew a Spell Snare. It's actually pretty solid in this matchup. To start this over and is this him abrupt decay in the Dark Confidant? I mean, I can fight over this disfigure. I don't think I'm supposed to. And point of interest if that was a daze right there. Shade says, why am I fetching basics? Because I have the back to basics in. And actually back to basics right here would be back breaking off the top. You just win the game. Yeah, back to basics would just win. I actually like all my cards. I think if I brainstorm now, it's incorrect. Like I like my hand. Like I like all of our cards. I think I'm just supposed to Stoneforge. See, now I can see brainstorming, but I'm not going to. You sent a second submission? I will, Jones. Sounds good, friend. I'm really excited that you guys are taking this seriously. That makes me happy. I think I'm just going to pass it back. I mean, you could play the Strand. The deck can operate on 3 mana. Just fine. Like, for every land that you play, it makes the brainstorm slightly worse because you're putting back fewer cards. If you think about it that way, team. Like, when you think about it in that reference, you know, every land drop you make does, in fact, bring the power level of the brainstorm down. I like all of our cards. Now, we could brainstorm here because the opponent's only on 4 cards. But then the shields are down completely, whereas the spell snare might be relevant. And we'll play a little chicken. I'll brainstorm. We'll play a little chicken here. We'll play a little Cabal Therapy chicken. So I think the hand is going to be Jace Force, and if he names Force, that's okay. It's just I'm not leaving myself with 0 shields, which I think is correct. And if he does indeed name Force, he named Force. We'll play a little Therapy chicken. Therapy roulette. Now, if he's naming Force, he's going for the kill this turn. We're dead anyway. So that means he has the kill, unfortunately. Or he didn't have the kill. Awesome. Now this would be an instance where I would slam Jace. I mean, yes, there's a chance that I don't hit another blue spell to pair with the Force. There is a chance. There's absolutely a chance. You know, there's definitely, like, it could actually be correct to just play the Dark Confidant. Like, there's a chance you don't hit a second blue spell here. We do. We hit the back to basics. This is back breaking. Pardon the pun. It is. It really is. So next turn we're going to play back to basics with top. So I think I top the Dark Confidant and then the basics, because I can't let him duress this, because it's our plan. If you note, opponent has no basics. My opponent literally has 0 basics in play.